Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. I mean, welcome to the stream. Hello, hello, hello. Um, how are you today, people? Hello, Jerry. Getting your daily dose of PS? Yes. Yes, you should. You should. Seeing the future getting built just in front of your eyes. Easy. Let's see who's joining. We got a few new follow. It's nice to get follow when off stream. I mean, it's not bad. It's always nice to get some followers. We got a few. Hey. Here I am. Let me go to this page just for the intro. So today I want to continue a bit the work we did on the mounts and hopefully complete it. Okay, so I'm a bit you know, and I want to change the topic, even if, you know, we want to do things that are at least usable. So but I really want to move on to something else and, you know, and put another piece in and ensure that we are reaching the goal of releasing the new alpha, which is at this point absolutely due and needed. And yeah, so we'll be working on mounts. Now, our mounts mission, while a few other people joined, but I think it's okay. Our mount mission is pretty much this, and we have still a few things to do, like adding the jump, fixing the player position on the horse and the initial rotation, fixing the horse direction, taking into account the camera position, and have the horse bend his neck in the direction of the rotation. I mean, some of that we did already. So some pieces we did already. Then different speed and horse footstep we are also missing. I really would like to complete all these ones tonight. Okay, so I will try to go as fast as I can, but I really would like to close it. I really would like to close it. Hello, Zway. Welcome. So, in our third-person example, we have, you know, kind of a working example for our mounts, and let's say we can already mount here and we can move. Now there was something I was testing. You see that the head is rotating, right? And one of the issues that we have about the head rotating is that sometimes it kind of jumps out of position. Okay, so it's like moving too much. So one thing that I was testing just before starting the stream was if I can somehow lerp the movement of the head to smooth the movement. So right, so this is the version without the lerp. Okay, just to show you the difference. So if I go all right, and then at a certain point I switch left, and then I switch right, No, in this case seems to look okay. Why? Yeah, now it did a bit of a bump. Right, yes, now it did a bit of a bump. I don't know, it does it only sometimes. It's interesting. Yes, now it did it again. While this is the version with the lerp. Now we can try to see if this alpha should be more than that. I mean, the result should be there is a bit more natural when he returns in the other direction. Okay, yeah, you see it's not bumping too much anymore. Yeah, so it's basically more smooth in the movement between left and right. Now let me try, just for sake of testing, doing 0.8, which will start to be then similar to not having it. Okay, so it should be worse now. Yes, in fact, when I go back in the other direction, it's pretty immediate, right? It's pretty immediate. So I think it's fine anyway. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. I think we can live with a kind of a 0.3 or 0.4 now, depending on how smart is the hello, we're Jet, welcome. How smart is the horse? You know, it can move a bit quicker or a bit slower, but definitely, yeah, I think I like it more when it's lower, when it's a lower value. I think I like it more when it's a lower value. Yeah, so it looks a bit more realistic, you know. It moves like more like a creature, you know, and less like a computer. So I think is better. Now, one problem we have is that I don't know why when we do this, then the the walk animation is played always, which is a bit weird. I mean, actually, should not do it. We should understand why. I think we have a check inside the animation blueprint. We have a check inside the animation blueprint, which is checking if the turn speed is different than 0, and if it's different than 0, is playing the standard locomotion with that, yes. And so it's bending here is bending the neck. Yeah, but it is in the walk run, no, so I need to check the idle state. So the idle state should also is also based on this threshold, right? So if the turn speed is different than 0, then it should play the walk animation. If not, it should play the idle animation. Now, it's a bit weird that this thing seems to be turn speed different than 0. Is it possible that maybe it's very, very, very small value? True blend time, false blend time, 0.1 seconds. It is kind of strange, huh? It is kind of strange. So I was expecting... At the beginning it doesn't do it, but as soon as I start turning, you see, then it does it anyway. But it looks like, are we in the... Yeah, we are in the idle. Yeah, but I don't understand this thing. So it's saying that the current value is 0.0, right? So we say if is different than 0, then do this. If it's equal to 0, then do this other thing. So being equal to 0, it should actually execute the other branch, which is the idle animation. I don't understand why it's going on this branch, even if our value current value true. You see that it says current value true? But here is saying current value 0. Maybe 0.00000 something? I don't know. I can floor it. I can ABS floor it. I don't know. Maybe there is a small value that is still in and is messing up, because I mean it should not do it. Now it's working. Yeah, I think there was like a small value. You know, it was like a small value that was still there, like a 0.000 something, and it was messing up with the. Okay, so now it works. Okay, so I think we need to do this ABS floor different than 0. So I think is the best way. Now let me just check another thing. Hello Tony, good evening, welcome. Let me check another thing. If under locomotion we said the speed must be greater than 0, the speed is okay. So I think it's fine. Okay, what I want to do in this example, so for the initial position, okay, so the initial position was a bit of a mess, right? But I found a way to fix it, at least I think. So here under the mount, so when we are doing the mount, instead of setting the rotation to 0, we set the rotation equal to the mount rotation and should be fine. So before it was like this, just to show you, before it was something like that with a rotation at 0. So the result of what we had before, which is this, was that mounting like this and this mounting was working fine, right? But if my horse was rotated like this, then mounting the second time, so mounting when it's rotated, you see, was causing my character not to be aligned with the horse, right? And it is a problem. But if we align the character with the horse rotation, this doesn't happen anymore. So basically adding this node is fixing that problem. Now when we are dismounting, I think it's okay to have our rotation to 0, because dismounting anyway is fine. Okay, I mean we can be in any rotation. I think it's okay. I think it's fine if we do it in another rotation. So this basically I mean, the jump, we have it already in the test scenario, okay? So let's say, maybe let's put a test flag when we have it in the test project. Then it just have to be ported. So this one, I have it in the test. And this one, I have it in the test, okay? Fixing the horse direction, taking into account the camera position. So we just need to port these three functionality into the game. Have the horse bend his neck in the direction of the rotation. I think we have it. Now we can test it again when we are running with the leaning and with the but the lean in this case doesn't seem to work. Why? You see that it's working pretty well from the... No, now it's not working anymore. No, sorry, not the leaning, the lerping, I mean. Why the lerping? The lerping is connected now, eh? Why, after you run... I don't know. Now seems it's not working anymore. But it's connected. Turn speed, lerp into turn speed. Is it because I did the change on the different than 0? It can be, eh? Maybe there are some values which are between 0 and 1. Like if it's 0, 9, and now it's just going to 0. So I need to change. I need to maybe this change is not good enough. I think I need. I think the ABS is fine, but then I think flooring it is a problem. I think I can do a check with a reasonable value, like less than... No, sorry, greater than... And then we can put like a 0.05 or something like that. 0.05. Let me try this way, maybe this way. Because we just want to cut off, you know, the very, very small numbers. Okay, so now it's stopping, so the stop works. Let me just see when I... He's switching left and right so quick, why? You see? He's switching left and right so freaking quick. Okay, but anyway, I don't want to spend more time on this. I think we spend enough time and it's okay. We will find out one day why he's switching the left and right so quick. I don't like it, but when he's in idle, no, you see? When he's in idle, no. But when he's in speed, when he's moving forward, probably that value becomes very, very big. Yeah, for sure. That value becomes very, very big, and even I think one solution could be to clamp it. To clamp it here instead of clamping it, because at the moment I'm clamping it. I'm clamping it here, you see. But probably it's not a great idea. I think it's probably better if I clamp it. I'm thinking, I'm thinking very deeply. I'm thinking very deeply. If we clamp it before, because you see when we go forward, that value becomes like 40, 50, 60. So it goes up a lot. And when it does the change, it does a change between plus 60 and minus 60, like immediately. And that's a pretty strong change. So I think in that case, lerping 0.3 is still too much, you know, it's still too much difference. So or we do, or we clamp it here, or we see if the difference is more than, I don't know, 30. I think I don't want to have any difference that is more than 30. I don't want to have it. We can try to do this. Let me try just 1 second to do this, and then maybe we move on, because otherwise. But I want to print this one minus this one, and see and I was printing a lot of zeros, but okay. No, I need to disable the other print, otherwise I don't understand anything. Okay, let me remove this one because I want to have one print only, otherwise it's hard to follow. So when I turn, I'm at 1, 1, 2, minus 1. I switch this way. So when I'm standing still, you see the values are super low, are between 1 and 2. When I move, when I start to run, the value becomes like 14, 15, 27. I just saw a 27 because it's somehow multiplied by the speed, right? 30, 27. So there is the difference, right? A difference between the two. So I think that when we are 24, 25, I think one quick solution could be, if the difference is so much, so if the difference is, let's say, ABS again, the ABS of the difference is greater than, I would say 10 maximum. If it's greater than 10, right, then we want to then we want then I think we want to cut it off, significantly. So we can multiply it by 0.3 or something. Well, the lerp is already doing the 0.3 basically. But I think it's not enough. We need to, or we lerp even more. Or we wait, let me try one thing, because I have an idea, but I'm not sure. So if is like this, we go here. If is turn speed. I think all of this should be moved a bit forward, otherwise these are too... This print I can remove for now. So if the turn speed minus the other one, so the difference between the two is greater than 10, then or we cap it, right? Or we do a cap that it can be maximum. Yeah, that could be a good idea, I think. We should cap it here as well. We can cap it at maximum 10, and then I can use the same lerp. Right? Okay, let's try to do that. Maybe it's a better solution than this. It's a better solution than this check. We can do this. We can clamp it. We can clamp it. But the problem is that we have plus and minus. Because this can be negative, huh? And this is negative. Well, I can still clamp it negative. I can clamp it between minus 10 and 10, right? Yeah, I can. So we can do this. And after we clamp it, we lerp it. Okay. So I think that's kind of good. I think this will be probably better than because we are cutting off the big numbers. Okay, so this is what we are trying to do. We are trying to cut off the big numbers, so the big changes, because a horse is not, moving his head so quickly. That's the idea. Okay, so I wanted to move the head a bit more smoothly. Okay, now it's not moving freaking anything anymore. Okay, I did some mistakes. I did something bad. Turn speed, clamp, float between minus 10 and 10. Why this is making it... no, sorry, I just forgot this. I forgot to connect in case it was true. And so it was doing nothing. So when he's standing, I think it's okay. Let's try now when he's speeding up. Still moving super fast. Why? Why is switching so fast? Let me try to clamp it -1 and 1 just to understand if this is doing something or is doing nothing, okay? Because I have the feeling that he's not doing what I want him to do. So if I run, yes, now he's definitely doing it. Okay. Okay, so maybe -1 and 1 is a bit too little. So we go like -4 and 4. And so we have the head not bumping left and right so much, Yes, this way, yeah, this way looks reasonable. Okay, I think it's good. I think I like it. I think I like it. Nice, very nice, very, very nice. Perfect, I love it. Yeah. Hello, Hula. Welcome. Welcome to the land of the developers. Developers. Did you ever seen that? No, you didn't, because you are not a programmer, right? But if you want to see something weird, I will show you. Developers, 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 developers. Ah, here it is.
Developers, 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 developers. Developers, 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 developers. Yes!
Maybe I can put this one as a... I think I will. Maybe I can put this one on a... In a redeem, you know, in a redeem thing. Steel Ballmer was completely crazy, by the way. Crazy guy. The problem is the quality. The quality, yeah. I need.
Developers, 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 developers.
I want this one. There is a 5 hours developers. I want to have this one in better quality.
Developers, 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 developers. Developers, 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 developers.
Oh my god. Look at what he's suggesting to me. Look at what YouTube is suggesting to me. He's suggesting Unreal Engine live stream 267 MMO hours that is live now. Who is this guy? Ah, it's me. Okay. So YouTube is suggesting myself to me. I think it's good. I mean, he got it right. Okay. So, I think this thing is good. I don't want to touch it anymore, okay? Let's not touch it anymore, because if I continue to work on it, it will take like 10 days just to have the head rotate properly. So, it's done, okay? I'm not touching it anymore. So, now, have the horse bend his neck in the direction of the rotation, okay. Now, the other thing that will be nice will be this. Manage different speed, right? Walk, run, and sprint. So we would like our horse to reach different speed. Now, that can be a status on the horse. I didn't think about this at all yet, so I have to make up my mind and understand how to do it. So we can... So we can, when you are pressing... So you need a walk, a run, and a sprint. Now the default should be run, I guess, right? The default should be run. And then you have a walk, a forced walk if you want, and then a sprint if you want, right? But the default should be run. Right? So assuming that the speed of our character the maximum walk speed, there are so many parameters that thank God they put the max walk speed is 900. Wow. Wow, 900. Okay. The max walk speed is 900. So we can have a sprint as 900. Is it too much or is it I mean, I never considered the speed. Now let's look at the speed. It's not too much. I think it's even too little probably. I think it's even too little. No? What do you think? Okay, but we will think to this speed, okay? So we can do it with a kind of a status, with a kind of a speed status. Now, when you change the speed, you can just change the max speed. I think it's the easiest. The easiest is just to change the max speed when you are pressing on a key, and that's it. And that's it. Now it will be nice to have this value available somehow, because we may use it. Oh, but it's already done, because it's already done in the blend space. So I think it's perfectly fine. I think I can just change it when I press a key. Now, the problem is that I'm not the horse. I am the character, right? So the key will be pressed. I think we can use exactly the same keys for the character, right? Yes, why not? Exactly the same. Exactly the same. So if you are on the horse, so for the character, what do we use? We should have a setup input something. Setup player input, right? Yes, which is defined in ALS actually. So a walk action bind action, walk pressed action. Yeah, but here it doesn't say anything. Walk pressed actions. I think I put it in my default input. I think I put it here somewhere or no? Walk. Walk, it says shift false, control false, alt false, command false, key none. So basically nothing. No, I don't understand. There is something not. Walk action. Left control, there it is. Left control is the walk. Okay. The run is the standard one, and the sprint is the left shift. Okay. So left control and left shift is for normal walk and sprint. Okay. Okay, good. So I think we can use the same technique, and I think that here we don't have defined anywhere, I think, the shift, and hopefully not. So I should intercept when my left shift, key left shift is pressed, and I should intercept when the key left control is pressed. Okay. And I am in my character. Now here the check will be to see if I am on a mount, because obviously if I am not, there is no reason to do it. But if I am on a mount, this will be valid for both cases. If I have on a mount, then I want to change the speed, right? And in this case we will set, then we have to be sure that we set the speed of this guy not at 900, but as the speed that we want him to run. Max walk speed. So the max walk speed will be, instead of 900, for example, 500. Okay, which is the run speed. So 500 will be the basis. Okay. And then when we press left shift, what we do, we just set the max walk speed of the mount I think I need to get the movement component or something. Get movement component and then set max walk. Come on. Get character movement component. I don't know why they split this too. Set max walk speed. Okay, I found it. I finally found it, huh? So when I press the shift, that is the sprint, and so I want to go at 900. When I release it, we will do the same. If is valid, then I want to set my walk speed back at 500, right? And when I am left control, I think it should be toggle, right? Maybe also the sprint should be toggle, because this way I'm requesting the player to keep the shift pressed. I think the sprint, I think, can probably be pressed, right? While the walk should definitely not be. So here we should have a kind of a flip-flop kind of scenario. Right? So one time is going here, one time is going there. No, I think the flip-flop should be after the mount, by the way. Okay. So if the mount is valid, we flip-flop and we say, okay, one time we want to set the character movement to, let's say, 300, and then the next time back to 500. Okay. Now this is just in the example, huh? So we will have then to port it to the game, but it's always better to test, you know, things in the example first. So it takes so less time. Change speed between walk, run, and sprint. Now we can then say that sprinting takes some stamina, and so it cannot be held forever. Okay, so that's probably something that we can do. And then we can also have different horses, maybe having different stamina. Sorry, I was drinking. Or having some food, maybe that boost the stamina of the horse. I don't know. We can invent a lot of stuff there. But let me see what happens now. Now I'm expecting, for my character, nothing is changed, right? Because I'm not on the mount. So if I press Shift or Control, I'm pressing it now, nothing changes. While if I'm on the horse and I just run straight, this is normal speed. If I press Control, yes, it's slowing down. The only problem is that it's still playing the animation because it's comparing it to the maximum speed. Okay, that is a problem we need to solve. If I press Shift, it's going faster. Yes. Okay, so I think that the controls work fine. The problem is the animation. The animation is not working fine. Oh, why when we go back now we don't have anymore the... Uh-oh, I broke something. When we go back, we don't have any more the walk animation. Ah, why? Because I did it with ABS. Because I did it with ABS. No, the turn speed doesn't make any difference. The walk and run. What the hell? Wait a second. Why? No, why when I go back is not... Why when I go back is not doing the thing? I broke it, so it was working for sure. When I go back... When I go back, the speed... I mean, the speed should be negative, but still... it was working before, guys. Should I set a negative value? Why stopped working? It was working perfectly. How is possible that it stopped working? Uh-oh. Something is happening. My editor froze. Let me close the game. Okay, I think it's working now. Nice. Are there pterosaur to mount to? We tried a bit yesterday. The problem is that the pterosaur is not fully finished as a porting, so the moment is not working well. But we can. Yes, we can have it. Wow, why when I close an animation blueprint, it's like going crazy. There is one CPU at 100%. Okay. I don't know, it just takes a lot. So, get speed. Get speed. What is this thing? I think this greater than 20 is the problem, huh? Why I added this greater than 20, I don't remember. Here we are in the get speed, and I said that if the dot product between my velocity and the forward vector is greater than 20. I mean, 20 is really a lot. Why 20? Why I did 20 there? What is the purpose of 20? Because for sure it stops here, eh? For sure. If I debug it and I go backward, yes, you see 0. If I go forward, when I go backward, it's a bit strange that I did 20. I don't get why. I mean, if I want to do a greater than something, I need to do it this way. Otherwise, when it's a negative value, it will not work, right? Anyway, still Greater, I tried greater than 10. Come on. It's not enough. Yes, it is enough now. Because now it goes, now when I go backward, as you can see, it goes here and it's setting the speed. Before it was like this and it was 20, and in this case is blocked. You see, it's always blocked. When I go backward, it's always blocked. So it was not actually setting the speed. So I think this change is anyway a good change. The problem is that 10 seems not to be enough to trigger the walk animation. Is it because I'm not switching between idle and idle 100%? Yes, we are not switching. Speed greater than 0. Ah, it's the same problem, eh? Speed greater than 0 is the same problem because it doesn't work when you're going backward. So I think it should be speed different than 0. Even if, you know, 0 is a bit of a weird number because sometimes you get a very, very, very slow speed, like 0.000 something, and why I did it this way? Why I did it that way? Pretty weird. Oh, it's still not working? How? How is possible? So debugging for the Rivnak. So we see, yes, you see when I go forward, it goes in walk run. Okay, when I go backward now, it goes in walk run anyway, yeah? It goes in walk run. Then probably we have an issue also here in walk run, where I'd probably do the same mistake. Or the fact that my speed in the locomotion is between 0 and 1. And I think it should be between -1 and 0. How do I change this value? Horizontal axis, okay, maximum, minimum value. Minimum value, let's say -1. And divisions, hey, at this point I need to do way more divisions, like 8 or so, because I increased greatly the time. So speed 0. So speed 0. Trot, canter, gallop. Wow, we have so many. I think it should be like this. And then I need here the walk. Now, -1, I think will never be reached, but okay, let me try. Yes, we don't have a backward. Okay, I think that now is okay. We don't have a backward thing, but we are doing a lot of changes, and I have to remember, you know, these changes, because when we port it into the game, we will have somehow to replicate it. Okay, now I think is working good. The only problem that we have now, is that the animation is based on the maximum number, and it is not good. How do I change? So because the input to my blend space is actually the speed, right? Yes. And the speed, we said that is a percentage of the max speed, and this is what is not correct. Because it should be a percentage of 900 or whatever we decide that is the max speed, you know, because it cannot be this one. I think we need to define it as a variable on the character and then use that variable. Otherwise, like this will never work. Will never ever work. I think this one I'm not using it. So let me try max speed. Let me try to put the max speed here. And let me try to put this here. And let me try to say the max speed is a float. Default value, no? Need to compile. Default value 900. Okay. So now I think will be better. Now I think will be better because as I change between walk, run, and sprint, so you should walk at the beginning. Yeah, you see he's walking. Now if I press shift, you actually have the animation of the gallop, right? And if I press, oops. Can I rotate, please? And if I press control, it's going very slow. Yeah, now this, okay. I think it's okay. I mean, it's not perfect. I think we need to tweak a bit of the numbers, but I think it's okay. Why sometimes I have the feeling I'm rotating in the wrong direction? Like I was there, yes, like now. Why now he rotated, instead of going left, he rotated right? This space is too small for this horse anyway. I need more space to do the tests. Yeah, but I understand why. But anyway, now it's working okay. So I can trigger between normal speed, walk, and sprint. Okay. Now okay, I think it's enough, right? I think it's enough. So I think it's good. I think we can keep it like this. We need the max speed variable though, otherwise this will not work. Otherwise this will not work. Huh? Okay. So now we did, at least in the test environment, okay, at least in the test environment, we did the managing of the different speed, which is walk, run, and sprint, which is pretty good. Do you want some music? Yes, I want some music. Let's put some music. Let's put some music, boys. Some music, boys. Uh-huh. There it is. Okay, so the next one that we want to do is horse footstep sounds. Awfully different by speed, yes. Awfully. The test symbol. This one is touching the letter. Okay, all these ones means that we have it in test. We don't have it in the game yet. Okay, but having it in test is already a pretty good result, because I think we can, you know, port the functionality one-to-one. Now, horse footsteps sound different by speed. The different by speed is not very easy, because the footstep sound is very easy. I just take one footstep, right? And I put it in the animation as a sound notify. So I put it here somewhere whenever it's touching the ground, like now. And now. And now. And now. We put a sound Okay, we need, I have to stop the music. We need one sound. We need one good sound or multiple sounds. Developers. We need, I like Steve Ballmer when he's going crazy. So we need to find our free SFX. Which was the other one? There are two anyway. We can test two of them. I don't think we have yet. Horse hooves are the floor. Yeah, then the other idea would be to do it based on the floor type, but that's another level, you know? That's another level of complexity, because obviously if the horse, like the person, is walking on a grass, is doing a certain sound. If he's walking on concrete or on stone, is doing another sound. And they can be done, obviously, but at the moment I don't want to make it too complex, okay? This one is actually pretty good. The problem is that it's on the grass. But the sound is actually very good. This is not a horse, by the way. These are just footsteps. It is completely inaudible, so I cannot hear it. It is very good, but it's too messy. No way. I think we need to search only horse. Let me see the other website. This one, like animal insects. Can I search or... Cartoon horse galloping on our surface. Very nice. Why cartoon? Is super good. The problem is the license of this thing. How do I know the license of this shit? Of this nice sound. How do I know the license of this? Please log in to download. Oh my god. Can I log in with... It's super good. I like it. The problem is that it's a bit too fast, but I think I need to open it with I just want to download it without having to, you know, register and wait for the registration. Let me copy it on let me copy it on Firefox, which is a bit smarter. And try to get it with developer tools. No? Well, I think I can, huh? I think I can. I think I can. I will just record it. Fuck it. I will just record it. Easy. Easy. What was it? Yeah. Don't know if the volume is good enough, but let me stop my microphone for a second. Okay. Very nice. So now the problem is, to see if these sounds are one, the right volume, and two, splittable. Because it's a bit of the sequence that makes it sound like a horse, you know? Yeah, they have different frequency by purpose, so that they are slightly, so they have different frequency by feet. There are so many, it's great. They are just slightly changed in pitch by purpose, I think. So that's how they created the illusion, you know? This is not the real sound, it's been generated or something. But there are so many that is very, very nice sample. And this one is too strong. And this one is better, I think. This one is too low. This one is low, but I like it. Because it's not very annoying. It's very, you know, smooth and... Maybe it is a kind of a compromise. Okay. Can I open a new window? Yes, let's see. Nice. Okay, so what we want to do, we can try a few things, okay? We can try to split the sounds and actually assign them each to, let me just see the volume. The volume is about minus 12 dB. It's not enough, I think. We need to boost it a bit. We need to boost it about 6 dB, I think. Okay, this will be more reasonable. And then we need to separate each one anyway. So we need to separate each one and save it separately as a WAV file. So let me go maybe in the same directory where I have that project, which is under E and under Unreal Projects and under mounts, content. We already have an audio. Why we already have an audio? Now I will realize that I did it already. No. No, it's something. It's something else. So we will call it horse step 1. And then we will call it horse step 2. And then we will call it horse step 3. Right? Now that we have the 3 sounds, I mean, we need a million more, but let's start with these 3 sounds. So now
let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I don't know why they are not sounding at all. Why I don't hear any sound. That is kind of interesting. Why when I click here I don't hear any sound? Okay, I don't know. I mean, I should hear it in theory. Do we have a setting on our audio device? I don't think so. Why we don't hear it? It's very strange. It's very strange. I was expecting to hear something, but okay. So then we create a sound cue, right? And this will be horse steps. And the sound cue will just take this 3 just take this 3 and randomize them. right? And yeah, but I don't hear anything. I don't know what is going on. I don't hear anything here. Like if the output is not, maybe I have zero sound on this. Let me try the volume mixer. Maybe zero sound for whatever reason. Ah, yes, it's super low sound. It's muted actually. Okay, why it was muted? No idea. Okay. I think it works well only if it's in the right sequence, but let me try to randomize and see what happens, okay? Just for fun. And then we will see how to improve it, right? So we want now in the animation, in the walk animation, we want to associate sounds to every step, right? So every time, including the beginning. Including the beginning, I'm not sure, probably not. Including the end. So here I will add a new notify, new sound notify, right? And this sound notify will be associated to horse steps. And then we will have another notify when this one is hitting, you see, when this one is hitting the ground. Here. And it will play the same cue. Then we will have another one when this one is hitting. So basically here. And then we will have another one. Wait. Another one here at the end, okay? Like here. Okay, so now if you play the animation, the problem is the repetition. So we may try to avoid it. Let me try to see if we always use the same sequence. So if we use step 1, step 2, step 3. Actually, we need 4 steps. I don't know why there were only 3, because horse has 4 legs and not 3, but but it's okay. We need more variation. We need more variation and we need less different pitch, otherwise it becomes a music, you know? So the fact that they are so different in pitch, and also that one was used for a very fast movement. Now here we are using it in a slow movement, which is probably not the best. If I do the same here, right? If I do the same on this one, we can try. So we will have one kind of here, one here, one here, roughly, and one here for this feet. Okay, now it's using the same sound. Yes, using the same sound, obviously. Sounds shit. I think the fourth one is very... Strange though. I think it sounds good when it's played once, but I think if you loop it, it starts to sound bad. How do I loop this? How do I say that I want it looped? How do I say? Yeah, I mean, should be identical, huh? I think it's the speed. I think it's the distance between the sounds that is... But anyway, a horse has 4 legs, so I don't know why we only have 3 steps. You know, in all the samples that we have listened, we only have 3 steps, because maybe 2 steps are going at the same time. And obviously here there are 1 million sounds. But we can also, I mean, at least for the fast run, we can keep the sounds together. So we can have maybe 3 of these samples or 4 of these samples as a triplet, you know, and play it together as it is. The problem is that it becomes very easily repetitive, you know. So after you hear it 3 times, it's really annoying. So that's the problem of, and it is where the random may help. The problem is that the random doesn't sound very good as well. Like now is random between 3 sounds. I think the pitch is too different between the sounds, and this is what is making it sounds weird. We can try to add in more samples, you know, and see if it helps. Because I think some different pitch is not bad, because it means that the horse has like hit a slightly different So most like a drum roll, then hooves on the ground. And when the horse run on dirt road, they should. Yeah. We mentioned that the fact that I should do it, different based on the texture on the ground. The problem is that it's a bit more complex, but it's definitely doable. It's definitely doable, but it's a bit more refined, because means that when the leg is hitting the ground, I need to do a check to see if below the feet there is actually grass or stone, and play the sound accordingly. The problem is that it's not that easy to understand if a texture is a hard surface or not. So we will have to categorize the textures. I mean, it's a mess. It's not that easy. I mean, it's possible, but it's not that easy. So at the moment, I'm not gonna do it. So I just want to have some sounds. So we can take some sounds from here, I think. This one is maybe a bit too... I can extend it, meaning I can have a change in tempo, I think it is. So we'll keep the same pitch, but I can slow it down, for example. Becomes a bit destroyed. I think this one may work better in for a run, right? But for a walk, I think we need a longer sound. This is a very, very fast hit, But it's not easy finding good sounds, It's not easy. Nah, here is the cart. GG. Horse eating grass. We need that. We need the horse eating the grass. Chomp, chomp. Holy shit. It sounds like an alien. It sounds like an alien, boys. It is super high pitch, really. This one is not bad, but the way it is recorded is so-so. It is obviously not a horse. Two horses. Why two horses? Why 2 horses? 2 horses is not good. Holy shit. Yeah, this is a very nice sound. This sounds very good, but horseshoe being cleaned up. Nice. There is so much a person. There is a guy doing this, trying to simulate a real horse. No one recorded a horse walking, unfortunately. Meh. Meh. I don't know if we will... Oh, this one named it fake horse steps. So this one at least said that it is fake. It's not too bad considering it's coconut. I think it's not too bad, huh? Okay. No way. All these ones are super fast. Really? Really? There is no horse walking, huh? No horse walking. I mean, it's like... Horse walking, no. They're all or snorting or galloping or running like hell, but... Calling the horse. Ah, very interesting sound. Holy shit. This one is very nice. The problem is that it's on very hard surface with the hoops. I don't know how to call it. With the horseshoe. It's very nice, but doesn't really... I think I need to make it myself. With 2 coconuts. Making it with coconut will be perfect. Do you like that? I don't know. Are we on Creative Zero? We have to go Creative Zero, because we don't need the licenses of any kind. I don't know, this one is not too bad. It sounds a bit fake, I know, but... It's not too bad. Log in to download. I was logged in this site, no? I think I had a login here, no? No? Fuck. I think I had it. Or I can just record it, but it's better if I download it. I remember I downloaded stuff from there, so let me just check one thing. my other PC and see if I can find the password or the login or something. At the moment, 1 second, I need to do a few operations. Okay. Let me see if I... Yes. It is freesound.org, right? Okay, so I have, incredibly enough, I've stored somewhere the password. Okay, nice. So I can download it and we can put it in the same directory. No, which is E Unreal Engine something. Third person mounts, content, audio. The file is if. I think this guy will open it. Hopefully. Hopefully he will open it. Where is it? Here. Yes. The problem is that we always have this triplet, you know? We always have the triplet. We always have the triplet. We always have the triplet. One, two, three. 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. I don't know. I mean, it should be 4. 1, 2, 3, 1. Right? 1, 2, 3, 1. So there is a bit of a pause between, but not too much. I mean, or maybe the fourth one is not really sounding a lot, but you know, is weird that these are always 3 sounds. In reality, there are 4. In reality, there are 4, boys. I mean, I can also leave it like this. I mean, I don't need to make it perfect, so I can just put some sounds and then we will figure out which sounds. But, you know, I wanted to make it at least reasonable. I mean, not perfect, but at least reasonable. At least reasonable. I think I like the last one more than all the others. This one. Blah. Horse sounds, huh? Horse sounds. I like these ones more than the others because they are a bit doubled, you know. So you hear kind of a hit and counter hit. Yeah, this one I like way more. The step 5, I like it way more. I think this one is the one that I like the least. The number 1. Yeah, I like them way, way, way more. I don't like the high pitch one. I like the initial one. This like a tuk 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 sounds really like a coconut. But the beginning is not bad. I don't know, these ones kind of like. What do you think? Because they are less high pitch and sounds a bit better. This one maybe is too much. It's too low. I don't know, some of them. But I like the double, you know, the tatak, 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 tatak. Instead of just the tack, you know? Implementing the sound of the hammer at the forge, why not? At the moment we don't have. Like when you hammer something is not... But it may become very annoying very soon, because it may be nice one time, but then when you have to play it like 23 times, 23 million times, you know, it may start to be annoying. I don't know. Can be a background sound of... But I don't know. You think we should? I just need to amplify them by 6 dB roughly all the time, otherwise they're really, really too low. Yes. I think now I'm changing them all to these ones, to this series, because I like this series more. I like this series way more. What does it mean? Use it as a template. These are so bad compared to these ones. So I think these ones are much, much better. At least in my ears, then I don't know, but...
Time to get serious.
It's time to get serious? Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this, don't worry. We're gonna get serious very, very quick. Gonna get serious very, very, very quick. 3 4 5 3 4 5 3 4 5 6 7 8 6 7 8. Because the more I randomize, the more I think is sounding okay, you know. So the more they are different, and the more I think is sounding fine. I think it's better. I mean, it's not great, but I think it's better. I think it sounds better. This freaking step 3. What is the step 3? The step 3 is the single beat. No, the single beat is shit, you know. I think the single beats, I'm going to remove them all. I think the single beat is bad. I don't like it. I don't like it. The single beat doesn't sound like a horse. Let me try to extract 3 or 4 more if I can. This one is nice because it's a bit dirty. Now, obviously, if he's on the grass, he will look super stupid. The sound will sound, You know, so I don't know if it's better to have no sound so that at least you can imagine it, or it's better to have sound, but it will be a bit wrong, you know, not good as, you know, that I don't know. I don't know if it's better to avoid. I'm trying to do as many variations as I can to make it sound more real. Nah, this one sounds super bad. It's too high. Okay, so we imported 2 more. We imported 2 more, which is step 9 and step 10. Right? And I think that will be it. I don't think I'm gonna go crazy more than this. I think this will be what it is. It will be what it is. What it is, it is. Do they match with the... This one, yes. This one, maybe we can do it a bit earlier. This one is good. What do you mean too fast? Is exactly matched to the feet. Why you say it's not too fast? It's exactly matching when the feet touches the ground. You see this one when this one touches, this one when this one touches, this one when this one touches, and the last one when this one touches. So this will be the sound that he will do. Now let me see. Now let me see in the other animation. So if we go with the... Well, there is this one, which is a bit of a mix between all of them. Because this guy did a lot of animations. Canter. Gallop. We can also use 2. This is how it sounds with... The problem is that, again, here we put only 3. 1, 2, 1, 2. No, wait, this is not synchronized. 1. Wait. 1, 2, 3. Well, this 3 is a bit... Actually, these 3 and 4 are very close to each other, but I think it's probably the animation that is wrong. You know, probably the animation is not the... Holy shit! If you put 4, it's too much. But the horse have 4 legs. I tell you, they have 4 legs. Why they sound as 3? Why they sound as 3? The horse has 4 legs, you know? 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is the way he's hitting the ground. So, you know, why is not sounding as 4? Why 4 is too much? Three and 4 very close. Maybe. I can try, because like this sounds like mess. I can try to have like 3 and 4 very close. It still sounds like shit. If I remove one, I'm pretty sure it will sound okay. It sounds better anyway, but... I think the maximum is 3 anyway, yeah? If you go 4, it becomes too noisy. Or, when you go fast, you know, when you go fast, we can use the triplet. So we can use 3 of those together in one sound. No. Not this one maybe, but we can find maybe another one. But okay, I think we spent enough time on sounds. I don't want to go crazy on sounds. We will find a way. Anyway, it's pretty easy. If we find the right sounds, we can put them here. And for now, I will leave the gallop as 3. Now the problem is, do we want to use all these animations? Because we have the idle, okay, where he's doing nothing. We have the walk. Right? But then we also have other things, like we have the trot. Which is this thing, which I don't think I really like. And we have the canter, which is like a fast walk. And then we have the gallop, which is the maximum. Maybe we can avoid the trot. The trot, I don't understand it too much. I think I will skip the trot in the animation. I think it's like a different... how do I do that? I have to do it in the blend space, huh? I have to do it in the blend space. I have to do it in the blend space. Okay, see? So here we have... Wow, it's not very easy to read. Okay, now yes. So we have idle, walk, trot. I think trot I will remove. And I will use this one. I have to put it here or there, huh? Because it's divided by 4. Okay, let's try like this. Canter and gallop, okay? Canter and gallop. So we will have to do the canter one. I think this one we are already going pretty fast, so probably we need to put only one sound, only 3 sounds. So we do the trick of the 3 sounds. again. But I think at this speed, apart from the fact that it's completely fucked up with the animation, because the last two are very close. Tang tang, the last two are very close, at least in the animation. Then this one is kind of here. It becomes a bit of a mess, but if they go, I mean, if you make them spaced equally, if you make them spaced equally, it doesn't sound very good. Yeah, if you make them 2 by 2, it sounds a bit better. So it will move from this. It will move from this to this to this. I think that this sounds like he's missing a leg. To me, it sounds like he's missing a leg, yeah? But anyway. It's also true that he's playing sounds in so short time, in so short time that I don't know if he's really able to do it properly, because this sound I think is lasting more than this time. So I think they are overlapping a bit. We cannot see the length. We cannot see the length of the sound here, but I think they are overlapping anyway. Okay. I think this will do it, okay, so that we consider that this is what it is for now. If someone wants to provide better horse sounds, please do. And if you find a perfect sequence and the perfect sounds, let me know, and I will add it to the game. For now, this is what we will use. So let me try now in-game, in the sample project still, but now we can move around, and in theory it should do the sounds. The sound should be centered on the horse, meaning that if I'm in another client far away, we can try to have him move maybe and see if the sounds are, but anyway. So the first test is if I rotate, okay, because when I rotate it's actually playing the walk animation. Yeah, obviously during the rotation it sounds a bit fake, but because it's not, but I mean, not too bad. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Now, if I force the walk, which is this, this sounds too much. I don't know if it sounds too much. But actually, in theory, it should be synced with the freaking legs, no? I mean, I think it is, but why I'm not going forward? Ah, because I was rotating. Anyway, this is the walk. And then this is the... so this is the walk. This is the gallop. I mean the run, the normal run. And this is the sprint. Maybe they are too loud, I don't know. What do you mean by make him shake? There's too many sounds, huh? Is it wrong in the walk or where? Where do you think is wrong? It sounds a bit too many sounds, no? It sounds like there are more sounds than what we want to... And shake while moving. What do you mean by shake? I don't understand what you mean by shake. I think it's probably too many, I don't know. Let me try to go to drastically... Let me try to go to 2 sounds instead of 4, okay, in the walk. Let me try to go to 2 sounds. Try to go to 2. I think we will have to go 3 sounds as well, eh? Because at the end we understood that horse have 3 legs. Let me go 3 sounds. I don't know. Let me go 3 sounds in the walk. Oops. There is 3 sounds and not 4. There is 3 sounds. We can try 2 sounds, but we can try 2 sounds. But again, he has 4 legs, huh? Maybe it's just too loud. I can make it. There is 2 sounds. Why sounds better with 2 sounds than 4? Is in sync with the front ones. If you look at the front leg, at the 2 front, look at the two front legs. Is in sync with the 2 front legs. We can leave it as 2. I think as 2 is reasonable. Again, he has 4 legs, but I can leave it as 2. I can leave it as 2, but I don't know. I don't know. I can leave it as 2 here as well. And just focus on the 2 front legs. So one will be here. And another will be here. And then for the run, I mean for the gallop, I don't know, this sounds like too much, you know. 4 legs is too much. I think we will have 1 here, and 1 like down here. I think 2 sounds perfect. I think that what we discover is that horses are making noise only from 2 legs. The other 2 legs are not making noise. For whatever reason. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. Okay, so this is the walk. This is the canter. And it is the gallop. How does it feel? Can I test it in game? Yes, I can test it. Maybe lower the sound percentage. Yeah, the volume. The volume I think will, yeah, I can lower it a bit. I think at the moment is a bit too much. That 4 legs is not really possible. So we have this in test, okay, in the test scenario. So we have these 6 in the test, and we need to move them in game. Whew. Wow. Wow. Should we take a short pause? Yeah, maybe. We can take a short pause. I think it's okay. I mean, the sounds are not great, maybe, but the volume, I think I can change it directly from here. I can decide here the volume. At the moment, the volume is 0.75 already, and the pitch multiplier is 1. So I can try to go 0.5, and I can try maybe to lower the pitch a bit. I don't know, like 0.8. So maybe it will be softer because it's less, you know. By the way, I can play with the pitch to make the difference between stone and wood. Right? In case, but I'm not gonna do it now. Or the people that want to play the game will kill me, you know. Say, why the hell you are doing this and not releasing the new alpha? The steps are fine, you know, they will say. So there is the walk. There is the halfway. And there is the run. By the way, do you see how the horse is moving the head? Huh? Nice, huh? Look at how he's moving the head. Huh? You like it, huh? I did it before you came in. You like it, huh? Yeah, I think it's better. Okay, so we will leave it like this. I think we should remember the 7 multiplier, whatever. Now, sometimes the back and forward is messing up. You can jump, I can jump. The point is that jumping doesn't really. I mean, in the jump, we should have a jump animation. Okay, at the moment we don't have a jump animation. We are just making the creature move up, but you see? So we need a jump animation of this creature. Okay. Good. Okay. So we need to take all of this and put it in the game. I mean, in terms of blueprint, we cannot move it. We have to copy the stuff. But in terms of I think in terms of sounds and animation, so the animation blueprint, we can copy the different animations also. I mean, the different animations we can copy. The skeleton we can copy. I mean, we can copy all except the blueprint, because this blueprint in this project is derived from a different parent, okay? Okay, I think it's time for a small pause, okay? So I will pause for a bit. I will put some music, just 1 minute, 2 minutes. Maybe I will... do I have my... No. Never do that. Doing what? Copying stuff between... yeah, because we have a different parent. We have a different parent. Short break. Eating ice cream. Ah, very nice, eh? Ah, eating ice cream is always very nice, huh? We will eat this. We will eat... we will eat... this. Which is actually an ice cream. Is a biscuit on the two sides, and is an ice cream in the middle. Doesn't work. The transparency doesn't work. GG. Pity the transparency doesn't work. Why the transparency doesn't work, boys, huh? Tell me. Tell me why. Yeah, you can retarget the parent. If you go here, like for example, I have this thing. And you go in class settings, and there is parent class, so you can change the parent class of your blueprint. But it's a very risky thing to do, but you can do it. Technically, it's possible. Fuck. It's not doing it, huh? It's impossible, huh? It's impossible, huh? Ah. Ice cream flowing down from the sky. How do I view it full screen? F11. Now you don't have to back up. You have to use Subversion always. In any case, even if you are a single developer, you should never do anything without Subversion integration, because if you are not using Subversion, you are losing your stuff, you know. You see, if I connect to source control, Connect to source control, you specify subversion, and you put the repository that can be on your machine. Okay, so you can create a local repository. And you absolutely need to do it. There is no other way. Only other way is sort of late. So if something breaks, you can go back to the previous version, which is very, very useful. Even if you are a single developer, because usually, you know, a source control system is used when you are in a team, but to me, it has to be used anyway. It's so useful. There are actually two in the package, exactly like in the picture. The problem is that it starts to be kind of cold. I eat what is on the screen. What is on the screen? This. I put it on the screen. The problem is that at the moment there are 13 degrees here. No, it's for waiting, but also for waiting, but also for eating. It's 13 degrees. So ice cream we can, but start to be cold, huh? Start to be cold for an ice cream. Okay. Done. Done, done, done. Ice cream. Ice cream has been eaten piece by piece. And now doesn't exist anymore. Okay. So let's try to pour this into the game, okay? How do we do it? How do we do it? So one thing that I wanted to check is the export, right? Because the export, actually I never properly did it. I always move them, copy all the selected asset and their dependencies to another project. I never use this too, but I think it's a very good idea and I should do it. Right? The problem is that I can do it, but I will have to override. Like I need to take this. What is this fat Rivnak? Ah, the physics. Ah, we also have the physics on this guy. Okay. I didn't think we had, but okay. Makes sense. So should we try to use the migrate thingy? Because okay, let's open our other project and see how we should do it. Because this will not be very simple, I think. This will not be very simple. Because there are certain dependencies that are there is a bit of you know, but we can try, huh? We can try just to learn it. I think it's a better way to do it with their tools than not doing it how I do it, which I just copy the files and I put them in the same directory. I think that's kind of not too good. So under NPC Rivnak, we have basically the same stuff, right? We basically have the same stuff, which we need to override with this one, right? There is something different though. Why is different? Ay. There are actually some differences. Why there are some differences? Can be the material. Yeah. It's the material, fuck it. So I think I cannot change the... I think I can change the skeleton and this blend space and the animation blueprint and the animations, but I would not touch the other files, okay? You see, for example, the physics are not working on him. Why? It's kind of weird, huh? I think he has been manipulated somehow. But okay. Okay. So let me try to do this. Take all of this. And try to export. And see what happens with this export. What is the export doing actually? I never use the export and the migrate, but I think it's a good time to learn it. Let's try to create here a directory. Export Rivnak. Okay, we exported it. Now, let me try to import from here and see if he overrides the existing. I don't know, we will see. We will see if it does something or not. Okay, it doesn't see anything. That's interesting. Okay, did he save the files or no? He saved it as .copy. What the fuck is .copy? And the import doesn't see it, so yeah. I think that export, I don't know what it's done for, but okay, let's try migrate. The following asset will be migrated to another content folder. No, wait. I have to do it from the right project, huh? From the right project. Asset migrate. The following asset will be migrated to another content folder. Hey, but you see, it's taking everything. It's taking also the one that I don't want. No. No. If I do okay, what happens? Choose a destination folder content. No, I think my way is better, boys. I don't know, but my way is the following. So I recreate the same structure that I have in the other project here. So for example, in this case will be content npc Rivnak. Okay, content npc and then Rivnak. Then I move all the pieces I want to move in that directory. So in this case, well, I can move it all. It's no problem. Move here. So I'm moving all of that. Now the important point is to check the redirects, because the redirects should not be there. Okay, redirector. Like there is one redirector we want to fix up, the redirector, so it's not there anymore. Okay. So we have, you know, in the same directory, all of this. Now for the audio, let me see the directory of the audio as well. For the audio, we have, I think we have a directory called audio, and we have audio NPC. So I think I can create in the same way audio NPC, and then here I will have a new directory which will be Rivnak. And so in the other project I create audio NPC and then Rivnak. Okay, in the same way. Then I move everything I need there. Okay, showing redirectors. Okay, there are no redirectors. Okay, nice. So now basically they are in the same directory. So I can brutally copy it over, you know. I know it's a bit it looks a bit crazy, but it's the way to do it. I mean, it's the way I do it. Because now the references will be maintained. So if I copy, if now I go here, export Rivnak, we can delete it. If now I go here under NPC Rivnak and I copy all the animations, the blend space, and nothing else, because the BP we cannot, the materials we didn't change, the skeleton we will not do. So we copied this. In NPC Rivnak. And we just override. I guess we need to close the editor. Yeah, I have everything under source control anyway, so whatever happens I can just take the previous copy. You see where is good to have subversion. Okay, then we copy the audio. The audio we can only copy the assets. We don't need the. Then the problem will be migrating the blueprint and the movement, because it's very different in our game from the sample. So the movement, the move is not easy. But the time that you save, you know, and testing in a sample project is anyway so much that I suggest it anyway. Okay, so now if I go under Rivnak and I open the animation blueprint, it should work. It should work as expected, assuming that the skeleton has not been changed compared to my skeleton. I hope not. If not, I copy also the skeleton. But it should be fine. Yeah, in fact, we see the horse, and it seems to be fine. We have our functions that we created. We have our new state, so everything is migrated. Everything is migrated, so our get speed, get turn speed, so all of that is migrated properly. Now the stuff that we don't have, let me see the sounds. Let me see the sounds. Yes, the sounds are fine. By the way, the animation has a kind of a bad ending, because you see it's not seamless. So it starts in a certain rotation and it doesn't end at the same rotation. So it's kind of annoying. There is something also. If you could fix this rotation thing, would be nice. I don't know why there is this rotation. I think it's a mistake in the original animation, by the way. But okay, we have the sounds. We have the sounds. Okay, so what we miss? Let's go to our list. So so have the horse bend his neck in the direction of the rotation. So this one in theory should work already, right? In game should work already, because the bending is coming in the animation blueprint, and this animation blueprint is compiling fine. Okay, we can test it. I think what we miss is the no, we miss wait. We miss all the part. We miss, the change of the speed we miss for sure, because there is in my blueprint. but all in the character blueprint, but also we miss the fixes to the mount. We miss the fixes to the mount, and the fixes to the mount the fixes to the mount we did, the only fix that we did was this one, the set actor rotation, right? Actually, this one in our project is inside C++. That one in our project is in rider something. No, is here. Yes, is here. In add ride relationship. Yes, this one. Set actor rotation. The set actor rotation is bad, so to the mount rotation. So this one we need to change, and we need to do it this way. So we need to get the actor rotation of the mount and set it, okay? So instead of this, we will do mount get actor rotation, and that's it, I think. Okay, so this should fix the fact that we can get on the horse also when the horse is not at the 0 position. Then what other changes I did? Well, I did all this part. Yes. All these functions I need to copy. So I need to copy these functions that I created. It's a good question if you want this function to be on the actual character or on the actual mount, but for now I think I will keep it on the character. For now, I think I will keep it on the character. So I have add mount rotation. The problem is where do we put this? Should we put it on PS character? Or should we put it yes, I think we should put it on PS character. I think we should put it on PS character and create a new function. So we will create a new function called add mount rotation. So the same way that function is add mount rotation. Maybe just for sake of organization, we will create a new folder called mount. So this one will go under mounts, right? And I will just copy straight away the full thing. I just need to have these two parameters. One is the mount and one is the scale value, right? So one is the mount, which must be an APS character. And I need the scale value, which is a float. And then I copy this wall function to this other project. I mean, to my main project. Where is the... he took it with him. Okay. Is he? Now we just need to connect properly the thing. So the scale value is connected here in different than 0. This one is connected here, but I see there is also another connection. There is also another connection which is going here in the middle. Okay, so the scale is going here. Okay, and the rest should be all fine. Now consider that all the cast to specific all the specifics cast and stuff should be changed, because if we have any cast here, I don't think we have, but no, I don't see any cast, so it should be fine. Should be fine, should be fine. Should be fine. Okay, it's not compiling. Target rotation. Because target rotation, I think we created a local variable, Yes, I created a local variable called target rotation, where we can rename it. We can name it something else. We can name it mount target rotation. Okay, so at least it's not conflicting, because incredibly enough it's conflicting with a variable of ALS. So we'll call it mount target rotation, and we just need to be sure that we are taking this one and setting this value like this. They should be connected here and connected here. It's a bit of a risky change, but I hope I'm not making any mistakes. Right? And then we need to change here this target rotation, because obviously this one is not the right one. Okay. Unreal free stuff today is $500. Ah, nice. Yeah, because they are a bit late, no? Because I was checking already the previous days, but it was not coming out for October. There was still, until today, there was still the stuff of September on it. But I will check it. I will check it now or very soon. I just want to be sure that I'm not messing up with this stuff. So this one is compiling now. Oops. Now. 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 So this one is copied over. The other thing I need to copy over is the call to this one, right? Because this one is getting called from here. And this one is the input axis, yes. So So I need to find add movement to mount. I think I created 2 new variables. What is that? Ah, no. You would like it to be like this. That one is in C++. Our input is in C++. So we have exactly. Exactly. So I need to it's also always on the first Tuesday of the month. Okay. I thought it was on the first of the month, but okay, the first Tuesday of the month. Okay, good to know. We can check it. Let me see what they have. Let me see what they have. Market. Let's see if there is anything that we can use. Free for the month. Free for the month, we have a cemetery. Cemetery is very nice. I think we can use this. Depends on the poly count. I mean, because sometimes this thing have crazy poly count, like, and crazy texture and crazy everything. Or the opposite, too low that they are not really. But this one looks very, very nice. The problem is are the... I guess we can change the texture. I just realized that in plane shift we don't have cemetery. But we don't have cemetery because the disposal of bodies is done in a different way in our world. But maybe we can still use some of that. A Gothic Knight, I think this will be totally useless for us, but anyway. Maybe we can reuse the helm and the gloves. The rest I think will not be very useful to us, but you never know. You never know. It's a very nice one, by the way. It's fantasy one, so it's something we may use. A destruction system. Isn't Chaos doing this already? State 0, state 1, state destroyed. Maybe you can define different states. Maybe you can design different states to your thingies. Okay, I don't know. Modular fantasy house. This one I think we can use. Some pieces at least, like the furniture, the chairs, whatever, the house tools, the sacks. I think some of that we can... Definitely this one we can reuse. Why not? The outside, no. The outside we cannot, but because we need our own style. But the inside, definitely yes. The door we can reuse. Is very nice door. Why not? That would be cool in plane shift. Can we have one? Sorry, which one? Because I was reviewing a lot of stuff. What you are referring to? Then there is a GR, I think is the name of the guy. Customizable female 01. High quality customizable female character ready to implement in your game. Compatible with the Epic skeleton and bundled with a cloth set item, 3D person template and animations from Epic. It's not bad. I think we can higher color, face roundness, no. I think we can check how they did the face customization. Nice. Okay. I think I can check how they did the customization of the different okay, this one we don't need really. I mean, this one we have our own, so it's not relevant, but anyway. Immersive dark ambient music pack. Nah, music. Coping music, I don't know. Plants pack. Plants pack can be very nice instead. Plants pack can be very, very, very nice. I think plants pack we can use. Yeah. Plants pack is very nice. And the crematory or the cemetery. Is there a crematory as well? No, this is a cemetery. It looks like a cemetery. I mean, these are people that are below the ground, you know? Maybe this entrance could be, but... And you know that we don't... I mean, in Iliacum you cannot put people underground. I mean, in theory you can, but in practice we don't. For reasons a bit long to explain, but... Medieval docks. Holy shit. Medieval docks can be nice, but I think the style is a bit of an issue, but... The style is a bit of an issue, yeah. But maybe some pieces can be reused, like this shelves. No, how do you call them? This shops. These shops I think are very nice. I think we can reuse these shops easily. And some of these other props around, like the barrels or these milk tanks, or the ships. I don't think so, because we don't. I mean, we can sail on rivers, but not with such a big ships. But it is very nice. This medieval docks is very, very nice. I think we can start from there and then modify it, you know, they would be the best, because obviously having the same... And then there is a science fiction thing, but science fiction, obviously, we cannot use it. Maybe some textures of the snow. Yeah, but it's very nice, very nice. I mean, it's a lot of stuff, really. Incredible. Incredible. Very good stuff. Very, very good stuff. Check out for $0. Was 377 euro. Dark Dawn. Let me remove this song, it's annoying. Dark Dawn. Dark Dawn under music. Under Dragon Age. Dark Dawn. Done. Deleted. Okay, good. Yeah, I think we can use some of this, and I think we can use this one as an example to see how they did the changes to the characters, right? Mainly I'm interested in having a decent bones scaling to generate, you know, different sized characters in a way that is not too complex, but is, you know. And so I think this one will be nice to check. Okay. So, going back to us. Going back to what we were doing. Because it's nice to dream, but it's also nice to do something real. So what I was saying is that the input while on mount, right? The input while on mount is specific. And is in C++. Now the forward and backward I think is perfectly fine as it is, because it's a very simple get forward vector is a very simple get forward vector and then push into the movement in case it's different than 0, right? And it is exactly what I'm doing already. So the input is fine. Now for the forward and backward is fine. Now for the left and right is where is the mess, because the left and right, boys, the left and right it's not very easy. The left and right in case we are on a mount, is this piece, but then everything that is inside of this, which is pretty big actually. I can also call, you know what, for now I can call the blueprint. Yeah, I think that for now, you know what I can do, which is yeah, I will call this and I will make a big disclaimer here saying this should be moved to C++ for performance reasons. So for now I will leave it here, but I think we need by the way, I have aligned the slots. I have aligned the slots on Twitch. So if you go on Twitch, I mean, for the people that are watching from Twitch, very few, unfortunately. But anyway, for the people that are watching from Twitch, I aligned the slot command. So the slot command is now working properly with the same possibilities. It's not the same icons because the icons are slightly different, but if I do slot 5, I should, yes, I get the same theory. So is 2 symbols of the same kind at the beginning, 2 symbols of the same kind at the end, or triplets, 3 of a kind, yeah, 3 of a kind, or 3 of a kind, right? With the same payout. So the doubles are paying 2, the triplets I think are paying 6 if I'm not wrong, and the kappa 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 is paying 10. So by the way, the icons are recognized, the Twitch icons are recognized by the chat system, you see. Yeah, as usual, the Twitch part works a bit better, but okay. So to call this one, let me do something. Let me call this add mount rotation BP. Okay, and then I want to create an implementable event function. I want to create an implementable event on PS character. Which we will call on the mount, right? Yes. So we will create a U function something. A U function blueprint implementable event, something like this. And this one will be PS generic, I don't know. This one will be called receive add, what was it? Receive add mount rotation BP. Receive add mount rotation. Yeah, anyway, it's called receive, so I think I can remove the BP actually. So receive add mount rotation. Now I need 2 things. I need the mount, and we said I need the float value, huh? Which is the value, right? Which are the 2 parameters. The 2 parameters that this function is taking. And yes. Now this one is the one that we are gonna call from here. So we will still do the add movement input value divided by 50, which is the one that is just allowing us to have a bit of a movement so we can play the walk animation, because that is kind of, you know, add a bit of movement just to trigger the walk animation on rotate, right? And then here we call the blueprint on this one, right? So we will have our mount to move, yes. And this mount to move will have receive add mount rotation, again mount to move, and then the value. So this is basically going to the blueprints to manage the rotation. Should be moved to C++ when final. Okay. So this basically will do what we have there. Okay, let me try like this and see what happens, because I did so many changes that I'm not really aware of. Now I need to, I need to implement it though. 1 second, let's implement it under, I think it can be under mouse and keyboard, where we have all our inputs. And we will have maybe here. Yeah, I need to compile though, otherwise I don't see it. So I need to recompile, and then we will see it. Hello to whoever joined now. Welcome to the stream. We are in the middle of porting some horse riding functionality from an example that we have to our game, because we did it in a clean environment, let's say, and now we are moving that functionality into the main project. If you have any questions about the game, about what I'm doing, about Unreal, please feel free to interact in the chat. Okay, so we are waiting, that is recompiling. Is now recompiling. It's taking a bit of time. It's taking a bit of time. I think this cloppete sound were not bad. Clop, 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 clop. At the end, I think we're not too bad. Let me close a few windows because we have too much stuff open actually. The cloppete sounds. Okay. I think it's nearly done. One failed. This thing I never understood, but okay. Compiler limit internal heap reached. Then you just press F7 again and it compiles fine. Okay, one succeeded, you say? Easy. Okay, now that we have this, we should have a receive add mount in the editor, right? Under character. So we are going to do that. Now, considering this is movement and rotation, we don't need to do anything crazy, right? We don't need to multicast it or do weird stuff. So we just keep it as it is. Ouch. The following drive location have limited free space. It recommends you free some space to avoid issues such as crash and data losses. Where is all my space going to? Because I had like 30 gigabytes available. Now, where is all that space gone? I didn't copy anything on C, but unfortunately C is keeping my Windows directory, so... That's the issue. And only 4 GB free. Fuck. I need to buy a new SSD and then do the cloning and the migration, I think. I think I will have to. Okay, so now that we have implemented that function in the C++ side, we can call it in our character blueprint and then call the add mount rotation here, right? I hope this works, but I mean, it should. The fact is a blueprint is a bit shit, but it's okay. Because it's done super quick, you know, it's done very often. And that's kind of an issue. So we said that, like here, we can have our receive add mount rotation. So this one is coming from the C++ side. We are still on the server side, okay, so we are not on the client, even if we are in the blueprints, but we're still in the client. And then on this one, we are gonna call our add mount rotation, which is the blueprint that you have just seen. Character object reference. Okay, well, this is easy. I can cast it. I don't know if it's better to cast it here or there, but it's the same. This is obviously a PS character for us, so there is no chance it's not. So all our characters are PS characters, so this cast is not really important, but is required. And we are gonna call it on, and we're gonna call it on self, right? Because I was doing this job from my character, right? I think so. Yes, on self I was doing it. Yeah. Yes, I was doing it on self. Oops, I clicked on something I should have not clicked, but okay. Okay, good. So I think we are ready to do some tests and see if what I ported makes sense. This one we can put a comment saying receive the rotation for our when riding a creature. Receive the rotation to apply to the creature when riding. Something like that. Hello, Tika. Good evening. I see you connect pretty late, so it's because you are in US, or you are or just because you are a night person, or a night rider, or a night being, or just a vampire. Maybe you're just a vampire, which would be the most, you know, the easiest answer, the most typical answer. Okay, now I think we can launch it. You're just looking out for the past few minutes before I go to sleep. Okay. So you are in Europe somehow. Yeah, I have to go as well. It's nearly 1 a.m. I think that kind of the reasonable limit we can keep during the week is 1 a.m. I mean, more than 1 a.m. is really impacting my life. Because it's reducing the number of hours I sleep so much. But in the weekend, we can go after 1 a.m. Sometimes we went 2:30. But in the week, this is already a stretch. Huh? Let's see if we manage to... Katapa. Yeah, maybe we'll hear it. Let's see. I mean, in theory, if the mount moves, we should hear it. If the mount moves, but I did a lot of the porting from the test project. It's not super easy, so may crash or do something stupid. I don't know. It's loading. Loading. Okay, there is a printout which is a bit crazy. I need to see where this is coming from, but okay. So let's go and teleport. Our mount is here, waiting for us. Now we need to see. Didn't work. Yes. I can mount it. And actually the sound is there, but the problem is that I cannot rotate. I can rotate. There is definitely some problem. I can rotate when I'm idle, but I cannot rotate. While I'm running. I don't know why, but it seems that the okay. So the clapata is actually there. If you want to hear the clapata is there. The only problem is that he's not moving his head as I want. And he's rotating. He's rotating stupidly. I think because I didn't port the stuff that is in the blueprint. In the blueprint of the creature. Is there something in the blueprint of the creature? In the blueprint of the creature. In theory, no, because this was there already. In theory, no. I need to investigate what is it, but boys, is late. Is late. So I think the migration partially worked. So at least we have the sounds which are associated to the animations, which are working. The creature itself is working, but it seems there is something missing in the rotation while I am running, right? There is something missing. Let me just check quickly if the blueprint, but yes, I think the blueprint should have pawn owner is valid. Branch, get speed, get on speed. So one thing that we did a lot of changes in the blueprint. For example, we disabled the rotation mode, right? I think we should disable the rotation mode the same way. Let me do this last test, okay? Let me do this last test. Where the hell is that thing? I always forget it. Rotation, no. Orientation, no. Okay. Okay, this one. So use controller rotation Joe. This one is enabled. And we just need to be sure that is enabled also here. Is enabled. What the fuck is that? Is enabled. No. This one, by the way, should be deleted. It's just confusing because the real blueprint is here. Is this one. So we should ensure that under character, rotation, use controller is enabled. Okay. So now is enabled. And then under character movement, we have, we remove orient, rotation, blah, blah, blah. This one should be removed. Exactly. I also use controller whatever. These two should be removed. And the maximum speed, rotation rate, I think 550 as it was. Okay, let's try like this because these two changes are actually making a lot of difference. Now, no. Okay, let's try it 1 second this way. But I think there is something else I'm missing in the connection between this. I think I'm missing something here. I'm not sure, but it looks like the values are not flowing through, you know? Ah, fuck, I know. Wait. How can the blueprint compile without the variables? I think I didn't add the variables. No, I think I have because they are inside the animation blueprint. So I copied them over. Turn speed, max speed, and speed. Yeah. These are here already. No, this should be okay then. This should be okay. There is something else missing that I didn't port. Yeah, I do this last test and then I go to bed. This last, you know? When you say, oh, it's the last one, and then you stay 3 hours more. Okay. So let's try to mount this guy. And also the head is not rotating the way it should. Okay, now at least now at least it rotates, but it doesn't rotate the way we want. I think we did some other changes, but at least it rotates properly. And yeah, it's still using the rotation in the wrong way. I don't know why. Let me try to detach and attach again, so at least this problem should be fixed. Yes, this problem is fixed. But there are still some issues in terms of camera and positioning, and the rotation is fucked up. Okay, there are still some issues. So let's say that in our roadmap we have only this one done also in the client, and also this one I think I can remove, because this one has been done actually. This one is done, but all the one with the T are working only in the test environment, and they are not working in the game. So we need to understand the differences and why, and fix them all. I mean, it should be fairly easy, but let's see. Okay, with that, boys, I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching, and speak to you soon. Please remember to follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube if you can, and also check our Patreon site. We want to reach, if we can, 30 Patreons. At the moment we have 24 because one came back, so the number is going up. Which is very nice, but we need to reach 30. At least the goal is 30. Then if you don't reach it, no problem. So let me change the number. 24 out of 30. 24 up there on the top right. And see you next time, probably tomorrow evening. Bye bye. Bye bye.